Hey, what is up, everybody? Hey, what's up, everybody? It is your girl, Miss Sophia the Diva, and I am here live to discuss Real Housewives of Atlanta, amongst other things, because there really wasn't a lot to cover in this season finale, and plus they're not showing a new episode. So I figured, why not? Let's get on here and talk about, Real Housewives of Atlanta, COVID-19, and the fact that I live in a state where the governor is insane. Apparently, in other states, people are doing the same thing where certain municipalities are allowing people to get out and about, Colleyville and Tarrant County in particular in Texas. But what I do appreciate about the state of Texas is that if people are in fact engaging in these activities, the state provisions actually supersede the municipality. So some of you are probably going to get arrested and get $1,000 fines. That's for the state of Georgia. We've seen a lot. But first, before we talk about COVID-19, amongst other things, and I don't know why my Facebook is blipping, but let me see what's going on here. But either way, let's talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta. There's not a new episode. You guys probably want to watch, what is it? I guess they're doing like outtakes and stuff that we may have missed, but I'm not really interested in that. I'm interested in this damn reunion that's coming up. Now, I did watch Nene's most recent video that she just put out this Sunday. Apparently the reunion didn't go as planned for her. She claims that she was told that you could wear whatever you like, but everyone was wearing white and she decided to wear black. Her husband encouraged her to change. She also talked about this campaign that Giovanna, that bitch, aka Yo-Yo, is on, saying that it was in fact Nene that I guess set up this whole. In this reunion, we saw that Todd and Kandi still have some work that they need to do. Kenya is still a liar. Nene and Kenya, they're just too much alike to ever be friends again. What else happened in this episode? That's pretty much it. So this episode pretty much surrounded Todd and Kenya welcoming the birth of their new child that was upcoming with the surrogate, which some people find odd that Kandi would actually invite the surrogate to the baby shower, but the baby probably should be present for the baby shower, even though the baby was in the womb. And also, like someone else pointed out, Kandi is not conventional. That's one of the things I appreciate about her, because I can also tell you that if it was me, my surrogate would probably also be in attendance as well, too. Okay? And I probably would be friends with my surrogate afterwards. Would it feel awkward to me? Probably not, because I'm a social person and I just adopt people into my life and my family all the time. What else? Mama Joyce makes an appearance and makes this very interesting, intricate, which Kandi shared in her Speak On It review. It was much longer than that. They did a great job editing out all of Mama Joy's long connotation. Basically, we know that this story was her allegory of saying that Kandi needs to watch her pocketbook and watch it with Todd. That's pretty much what Mama Joyce was on, which she's always on since Kandi has gotten with Todd. I don't like Todd. She turned a lemon into a lemon tree. And I'm just like, why is it that you have to be so hateful about your daughter's choices? Why is it that you feel like Kandi's pocketbook is your pocketbook? My issue with Mama Joyce is this, and my issue with Kandi. I get it that your mama love, honor, and respects her. But when you become a woman, you get married, especially, you should be cleaving to your husband, and you should be kind of standing up for your husband, because Todd is tired of Mama Joyce and her bullshit. That's the bottom line. And all of us are tired of it because we see it for what it is. But Kandi turns a blind eye, or Kandi is aware, but she's afraid to really be upfront and honest about her dear mama. The thing is this: your mama had a house that you bought for her that she allowed her crackhead boyfriend to fuck up. Because I'm going to tell you, when they showed that house, the way he had tore that house out, I said, damn, was he mining for copper and metal so he could go scrap that shit? Because it looked like some crackhead, meth head behavior to me, okay? So either way, Where is Mama Joyce's man, and can she keep a man? Can the aunties keep a man? You know, these are things that you got to look at. And I always tell people, you have to be very careful when you're coming from a family of women who are bitter and always have some hen pecking to do on men. You got to watch that. You got to consider the source. If anything, you might want to think about going to see a therapist to confront some of these issues before you get wrapped up in the advice of your family members, first of all. What else happened in this episode? Kenya had some sort of Sally Beauty Supply for a new line in her hair care product, her $1 million company. And that's when she had an alleged TMZ person come and be part of the conversation where she called Nene a bully and accused Nene of attempting to spit on her. We all saw the Grease episode, and we all know that Nene did not, in fact, spit on her. And like Nene has said time and time again, I just did the act of spitting. I didn't actually spit on her. I really don't understand why Nene took offense to being called a bully. It's not the first time she's been called that, and her and Kenya are always going back and forth about who's a bully. Both of you are bullies. Both of you speak to each other in the same way. Both of y'all do the same thing. Now, what I don't understand is why Kenya felt the need at the March of Dimes event to just jump into Shamia's story to try and make Portia be jealous and question her relationship with Shamia. We learn when Nene goes by to see baby PJ and Portia, which I did find interesting too. That baby started hollering and crying as soon as Nene walked in, but as soon as her mom said Nene got gifts, that baby started crying. I said, oh, she bougie already. But either way, during the conversation, we find out that Shamia and Portia had a conversation where we learned that she did not, in fact, contact Kenya. She contacted her the day after she had given birth. She did not contact her when her water broke. Why Kenya felt the need to intervene is because Kenya is bitter and is always looking to be divisive. That's why she did what she did. And then Portia had the nerve to say, now I see her for who she is. You didn't see her when you were dragging her after she was antagonizing you during that reunion? Everybody sees Kenya for who she is. It's just unfortunate that some people don't see the evil that she does. Okay, she does evil stuff to people all the time. And it's very, very unfortunate that Kenya is that miserable to where she feels like she has to do the things that she do to get the attention that she gets. Then on top of that, I'm like, hey, Terry, how are you? How's Callie? I miss you guys. You were on my mind the other day, and I meant to send you a text message. I kid you not, you were totally on my mind. But I see your wife is doing big things with those desserts. Maybe she can ship some to Georgia. Either way, I wasn't surprised. Kenya does that type of shit all the time. She was just trying to be divisive. I don't know where you were, Portia, but I bet you were at work or something. And I'm just like, oh dear God, save us from the fake-eyed contact-wearing monster that is Kenya. And I've heard, I have a friend that has met her, and people keep wondering if Kenya is nice. She's not. She claims Nene doesn't have a lot of friends. I don't think Kenya has a lot of friends either. But I don't like Kenya. For some reason, I'm more forgiving of Nene. I don't know why. I just am. And one of the things that disturbed me during the after show when the housewives get together and they have conversations. And so Cynthia is paired off with Eva, and they talked about the Portia, Shamia, and Kenya triangle. And what was said was very interesting and very telling about Cynthia's blind eye she turns. For sure, Terry, we will catch up this week. Might as well, we're all sheltered in place. But it was very telling when Cynthia, she really is just blind. I mean, so she said, I just don't think that Kenya would make up something like that. I think maybe she just kind of forgot. I was like, why? Because she got, weak brain. I mean, like, what's going on? Like, she make up shit. Have you not been watching since this heifer hit the show? Did she or did she not pay people to be her love interest? And Nene pointed out how we still ain't seen no damn marriage certificate for Kenya either. So, I mean, that don't mean she don't have one. I don't know where they would have registered, but I know in the state of California, you can get married and you can hide your marriage certificate. That's how Richard Pryor and his widow ended up getting married. That's how nobody knew they were married until after he died. Okay, then she pulled out the marriage certificate. I don't know. I don't think Georgia has that. I'm not up on Georgia's law. I'm pretty in depth with California law because that's where I study for the bar exam, and that's where I find it to be the most fascinating piece of law. But I will be taking the Georgia bar here soon. So I don't know what Kenya did. Did she be? I don't know. Somebody said it was a handshake. That's what they said. I don't know, but Kenya, you never know. She lied. With no abandon, she just lies sometimes from time to time. I don't know why. Help her. Candy and Todd are at war with each other because of Mama Joyce. I think, quite frankly, if it's not going to be seen on camera, I don't think Candy should keep going back and forth to Todd what her mama said because it's very irritating and debilitating to Todd's ego. He's already tired of people coming to him left thinking that they want their money. What else happened? I think the biggest thing was if Candy didn't notice this during the episode, Kenya kind of came for you to this episode. Well, let me back up. So Kayla is in town for the baby shower as well. And her and Candy, they seem to have a really great relationship, kind of like me and my bonus mom. So they were talking, and Kayla said she's ready to come back home. And Candy was like, she's just kind of at the age where she kind of don't know what she want to do. But I know at 19, I was out the house. And I was like, hell, I've been out. I officially kind of left home at 23, too, because I graduated from college. I did try to go back at one point, but that shit didn't work out. And so I'm just like, no matter what, we're going to scrap it out because you can't depend on your mom and daddy sometimes, okay? Your mom and stepdad, you can't depend on them sometimes. Okay. But Kayla, I think, does have a good shoulder on her head. I just want Todd to be a little bit more benevolent. There was a discussion when I was saying something about Kayla not getting the money for her birthday. And one of the things I want to do, and I try to do because of my background, try to educate people on what's important to, invest in your children's future. Why are so many people not struggling it out in other races? Is because their family makes provisions for them. A lot of people, when they get married, their parents make the down payment for their house sometimes. Not only that, their parents start saving for them from birth to pay for their college tuition, or a majority of it, so they won't start out in life in a lot of debt. For instance, I work in trust and estates. I have a book in my portfolio where a grandfather left a substantial amount of money to all his grandchildren and great-grandchildren. Let's just say they're going to come out debt-free. That's all I'm going to say. All their tuition is paid. They ain't got to worry about that. So that's what I'm saying. I hope that Todd is being a little bit more benevolent to Kayla. Sorry, y'all got this little shih tzu running around. Come here. Come here. Says you want to wander around everywhere. So anyway, So anyway, so Kayla, I don't know if Kayla's ever going to move. I mean, if she wants to come back home, let her come back home, Candy. That's all I'm saying. Because sometimes we just want to come back home to get ourselves together, not because we want to be dependent on our parents for the rest of our lives, okay? I think that it's very important for parents to be considerate of that. But let's get into this baby shower. So Todd and Candy are at odds, but the red carpet was very nice. It's very good to see Rashida. Didn't care for the wig she had on, but it was nice to see her. She's a good-looking woman. Mama D looked really good. Despite her health crises that's been going on, Mama D looked really good. What I didn't like is when Kenya showed up on the scene and made the comment, well, I knew I was going to this backyard party. So I just decided that I was going, but I feel underdressed. I'm like, really? Like, okay, girl, whatever. So you trying to make it seem like, having a party on a studio movie set is something just for a backyard. So is that how y'all feel? Okay. So anyway, needless to say, what I was most disappointed about is the behavior of Nene and Kenya together. Okay. Yes, boss lady. You want to get down? You gonna be good? Are you gonna be good? This is what I put up with all the time. Me and Miss Pumpkin. We've been sheltered in place together for about 30 days now. Now, y'all probably can't see it, but go ahead. She paused and will let me know she needs to get down. But what this video isn't about Miss Pumpkin, but she always tries to make stuff about herself. Come on. So anyway, Nene and Kenya get into it. Kenya purposely places herself in the line of fire. It's almost as if she's looking for Nene to whoop her ass. And quite frankly, I would not be mad at Nene for whooping Kenya's ass one good time. Because Kenya got in Nene's face like she was about to do something herself. So I was like, what devilment are you up to right about now, Kenya? So anyway, I thought that the limbo contest with the men was nice. I did find it interesting that none of the other men got on stage. I was like, Rashida didn't bring Kurt. Mama D didn't bring, what's her husband's name? Mama D didn't bring her husband. But it was an interesting baby shower. But what I didn't like is at the end, when Kenya, I don't know who brought up the interview, but it was in poor taste because these women are sitting on opposite sides. And then all of a sudden, it's a big confrontation, a verbal altercation. They get in each other's face. Todd and Candy have to call security on them because Kenya decided, I'm going to go over here and talk to Shamia. And Portia was right in telling her, go sit your ass down somewhere because you purposely came over here to provoke Nene because that's who you about to get. She gonna whoop your ass, okay? So she was like, so Shamia, you know what I'm talking about, huh? And I was like, don't nobody know what you're talking about half the time, Kenya, and you wrong, you foul, and it was fucked up. And Candy's supposed to be your best friend, apparently, on the show. And this is what you do. This is the disrespect you bring. Because you're hateful. You're just hateful and miserable. Because that's why. But Nene, you were wrong for once again kind of talking about baby Brooklyn. Don't mention anything about that child. She's a beautiful child. Because she said the baby looked just like Mark. Probably didn't even use Kenya's eggs. I'm like, oh my God, please just leave the fertility shit out of it altogether. Just leave it alone. What else? I think that pretty much was it. Mama Joyce didn't show up to the baby shower, but that just shows you how Mama Joyce has no self-control over herself and her actions, apparently, because she told Candy if she had shown up, she would have gone off on Todd. And I'm like, you have no respect for your daughter or her things that she has going on. She has pretty much set you up for life. You have a restaurant, you and your sisters. If that ain't looking out for you, I don't know what is. Hell, that's your own estate right there. You'll be good. You'll be real good. And I know Candy feels some type of way because Candy is an only child. She did have a brother, and y'all know that her brother passed away tragically in an accident down in Mexico. So I understand that, but at the same time, you got to stop giving Mama Joyce passes and start checking that ass in a respectful way because that is your mother. That's your mother. So anyways, that was pretty much the season finale. If I missed anything, comment down below. We can always keep a chat going in the comments. I know on Periscope, y'all really can't leave no feedback. On Twitter, you can, though. You can talk about it on Twitter. What else? Oh, the baby's name is going to be named Blaze. We have seen Blaze. She keep the chocolate dropper. And just so cute. Although I don't know if I would name a child Blaze, but... or Banks. I thought that was weird. Banks. Like that. I said, but I guess if Kim can name her child Cash, y'all can name her Bank or Depository or something. But either way, that's it for Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let's talk real quick about COVID-19, the ignorance of Angry Wig, and him and his stupidity as he sinks deeper into it in his madness. Dr. Briggs, or whatever her name was, realized maybe I should have treated my sick cowardly grandchild and take a risk and get him sick too. Uh, People who are staunch Trump supporters have been injecting themselves with disinfectant and consuming disinfectant. It is very sad. It's very unfortunate, but it is true. Such is life, because their fearless leader, Angry Wig, has told them that there are theories about ultraviolet light, consumption of disinfectants will kill the coronavirus. And of course, people believe. We also know that he also did a lot of hype about the malaria drug, which we now know has some. It's for malaria. Okay, it's for malaria. It causes irregular heartbeats, amongst other things as a side effect. So don't use it. Don't be trying to order it through the dark web. Just, go get some help at the hospital. Also, government officials, governors who do not give a damn about us, who just want part of that stimulus check. Okay, that's really what it's about. And that's the other thing. I really want to encourage y'all. Those of you who got $1,200, catch up on your bills if that's what you need to do. But if this is like a bonus for you, like if this is extra, I want to encourage you to think about investing in yourself. There are a number of stock platforms where you can invest in yourself. Number one, Robinhood. It's free, it's cheap, it's low cost. Think about that. Or put it in a CD, put it in a savings account, do something. But if you don't need anything, don't just be out here like you got to shop. Also, those of you who feel in desperate need to go get your hair done, nail done, everything done, but people dropping dead, okay, from getting their hair done. Your favorite hairstylist probably could drop dead too from the shit. I'm just saying, we need to be smarter. But here's what I don't appreciate about the government. You've screwed your own constituents. But Georgia, we could have had Stacey Abrams. That's all I'm saying. I don't think she would have put us in jeopardy the way that Governor Brian, Mr. Still an Election Kemp, would do. People who have insurance that cover them in times of disaster and catastrophe are getting money supplemented to them by their business insurance. But when you can be open and operational and in business, they are not going to pay them. And that is why some people are like, what do I do? I don't have any assistance. Also, people have been applying for the small business loans and that type of thing, but they're running out of money. Some people have applied and have been denied because there's no money. So that's another problem. I am proud to see that a lot of these big businesses that got assistance is giving their money back. Because number one, you had to have known that in the court of public opinion, you look greedy and selfish. Unless you are always operating on the margin, do better with your finances as well as an organization. You can hire some of the best and brightest to manage your books. But COVID-19 is real. Some people don't want to believe that it's real. There was a young man that was on my public page, and I don't want to believe that he is that ignorant, but maybe he is. He seems to believe that all of us are crazy for pointing out the fact that we know somebody who has been sick with COVID, who has died from COVID. They are pushing a narrative right now where they're saying that hospitals are being paid additional money for saying that the cause of death was COVID-19. I don't know where these people come up with these stories, but all I know is that there's a threat out there. And you can be asymptomatic and not have any symptoms and still pass that shit on to other people. Because, by the way, Governor Brian, Mr. Still an Election Kemp, also said he didn't know that you could pass it on if you didn't have any symptoms. I said, Jesus, well, help us, Lord, fix it. Fix it. This is terrible. How do you not know that? Where have you been? And I love the fact that somebody posted also today that they were asking, well, since the salons, the tattoo parlors, the bowling alley, all of that is open, is the governor's mansion open? Because I like a tour. It's not open. So clearly, Governor Kemp is double-minded in all his ways. So all I'm saying is that y'all be wise about what it is that you want to do. I'm running around here looking like I don't know what by the head. Like my faux locks, it's time. It's beyond time. But I'm not going to put myself in jeopardy. I'm not going to put my hairstylist in jeopardy to go and get them redone until they say it's safe. And it's not going to be safe for a while because you don't want to do what you need to do. Y'all out here having big fun, right? It felt good to sit on the patio and be sociable with other people this weekend, didn't it? It felt good to get out and get your nails done and your hair done. Because at least you'll be looking good for that imminent funeral that might be coming. I'm just saying. I don't want to speak ill on y'all. I just pray to God. I pray God's protection for the fools. I really do. Because don't listen to the government officials. Listen to the medical community. And you're putting them in jeopardy too. Some of our best and brightest minds are dying because they're trying to save your life because you chose not to do the things that you needed to do to keep yourself safe. But I also want hospitals to stop this bullshit of denying people the right to medical attention when the doctors have taken the Hippocratic oath to do no harm and you are doing harm. That's right, where a hospital worker was denied 4 times to get testing and treatment and died from COVID-19. It's ridiculous. And please don't take bleach baths. Don't listen to Chris Cuomo's wife. Now, y'all know he just survived COVID-19. And I have heard people putting like a cap full of bleach in their water. I ain't never heard tell of nobody putting a whole goddamn half cup in there. That's crazy and madness to me. That's why I was like, she's undermining your brother and you, Chris. Y'all out here fighting the front line, and she up here talking about y'all need to do vitamin drips and bleach baths. Where they do that at? That's what I want to know. These folk crazy out here. Child, what else do we need to talk about? I think that's about it. It's Sunday night. I need to get ready. By the way, I didn't put the book. But if anybody wants to join in this week, I have decided for the next 10 days, I'm going to do a 10-day smoothie cleanse to get rid of the quarantine 15. You heard of the freshman 15? We've got quarantine 15. Diva has gained some weight, but Diva wants to get rid of it. Now, I did go out today and eat like a pig. I was craving a burger, and there's a Five Guys right around the corner. So I walked down there and got me a burger as well as a bacon milkshake because it didn't have any options. They were sold out. It was almost a milkshake. It was the most ratchet ghetto experience I had in a long time in an establishment. I was very disappointed in staff and their lack of interest in helping. They told me my order was ready when it got there, and it wasn't ready, and they were all confused about who I was. And I was like, it was a Postmates order. It was a problem. And they still didn't get my order right, but the burger was still tasty despite the fact that they didn't put anything on it. I told them more. They added extra. I don't like tomatoes on my burger for the most part, but anyway, God bless them because I guess they don't struggle too. But one girl, I was like, please don't let your lashes fall in the burger. Lashes so goddamn big. What are you doing? Like big ass lashes in a damn 5,000. What I wanted to know. I think that's all I have. I don't know if there was anything else I want to talk about. I know some of you all are still complaining about the fact that y'all don't get to church like you want to. You know, people want to be in the house of the Lord and all of that. But I mean, I went to church today. I got a good sermon from my pastor through the conference call line. I wish he would start doing Facebook Live if you're watching this, pastor. I think that would be good to spread the gospel. He's such a talented young man. Either way, that's all I've got. I think that's all I've got. Someone asked me to start reviewing Dr. Foster. That's a BBC on Netflix right now. I might start watching it, while I'm sitting here doing the day working. Just to check it out. I heard it was good. It was crazy good. I think that's it. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this. I enjoy doing this from time to time. It just takes a lot of effort for me to want to do live videos or videos, period, these days, because I'm so overwhelmed at work right now. The influx of requests for people wanting money from their trust accounts is maddening these days. But I understand some of them, they have become dependent on it because they ain't got no job right now. Because some people have never really asked for money, and then they come ask for money now because they're in need. Because for the most part, we've retained most of the trust, other than our administrative costs. But these are strange times we live in. So y'all be wise, be safe, make smart decisions. And again, if y'all want to join me, I'm doing the 10-day smoothie cleanse by JJ Smith. I'm doing the modified version because I can't be out here just eating plants and vegetables the whole time. I've tried to do the Daniel's fast, the straight Daniel's fast, and almost, I was very sick for 2 weeks initially. And then some other stuff kept happening, but I'm just going to do the modified version. 2 green smoothies a day with with one healthy meal, which is consisting of lean protein and vegetables. So anyways, you can look it up. There are modified versions of it online. Just look up the 10-day smoothie cleanse by JJ Smith. There's a book. I bought the book. I did most of my shopping at Trader Joe's, Aldi, and Sprouts. The bulk of the items came from Trader Joe's for the frozen vegetables. The frozen fruits. But, and the ground flaxseed. But if you want to get your green leafy vegetables and you want to get them at a very reasonable price, and your snacks, like your grapes and apples and all that, go to Aldi. That's your best bet. Sprouts, I forgot what I went to go get at Sprouts for this diet. I forgot. But either way, Aldi and Trader Joe's will definitely pick you up. So go out Monday, put your mask on if you need to, or order it curbside. Get what you need and join in so we can get rid of the quarantine in 15. All right? Y'all be safe. I've been Miss Sophia the Diva. This too shall pass. I pray. But we got to be smart. Listen to the medical community, not the municipalities, not the governors. And I thank God for companies like AMC and LA Fitness who are not opening their doors until they are advised otherwise by more sensible and reasonable people, thus the medical community. So be blessed. I've been Miss Sophia the Diva, and Peanut Buttercup, the sun will come out. I promise you. But in the meantime, in between time, stay fabulous.